Hey, what's going on? Charlie here.
I'm Jean.
Welcome to Multicasting. Today we're going back to the island of Japan, and we are going to have with us today some Nikka whiskey from the barrel, 51.48.
You probably didn't say that right.
BV Nikka.
Nikka. There's
Nikka. Nikka.
Nikka. I'm sure I said it right.
You know what? You probably did. It's a good, good thing you're sober, because otherwise, you might have mispronounced some or others. Anyway, if we're mispronouncing it, let us know down in the comments.
Sure we are.
This, I forget if it was Whiskey Advocate or who it was, but somebody just won a lot of awards recently. This is our first go into this particular distiller. It is a non-age statement. Do not know the mash bill. If we're able to figure it out, we'll put it down below. But what are you getting on the nose there, Jean?
It noses like a bourbon to me.
Ooh, it does.
And by that I mean, the caramels and the brown sugars.
You give this to me blind in the first 30 seconds, I don't know it's Japanese.
No, I mean this just gives me straight up bourbon.
Not well with a twist, because there is a unique smoke.
It's a smoky bourbon. Just smoky bourbon.
But it's not like the Hakushu or Hikishu or however you pronounce it. I think it's Hakushu.
It's a different kind of smoke.
That has a heavy smoke.
This is light smoke. There's caramels in the front with a little bit of burning smoke in the back.
And I'm getting some Scotch floral deep down there. Touch of iodine, which I don't think I got last time. Just on the nose.
Cinnamon butter. Light cinnamon, heavy butter.
This is an excellent nose of a cross between a bourbon and a Scotch. Obviously, it's not Scotch because it's single malt, I think, from Nikka, but
cherry, like the cocktail fruit with extra cherries.
Extra cherries, okay. Do you remember when you were a little kid and you had those cheap vacuums, because everybody had cheap vacuums growing up, and it would catch on fire and start smoking? Vacuum cleaner smoke. It's just
but
this.
That's not a pleasant smell.
Well, but in a good way. It's just this.
As long as you say it, but in a good way.
It's kind of like saying, no, with all due respect. What shows at the office or say, I can say anything I want. I said, with all due respect. That might be a Ryan Reynolds line. But just this short, just the side of an electrical fire, but in a good way. There's a tanginess there on the nose. Good nose.
I'm going for a go in.
Okay, now I'm getting some spun sugar on the nose. It's got a nice nose.
Oh, that is good. That is a floral, fruity, pepper, chocolate, caramels, all mixed in there.
That is
Made it all. They put it in a blender. Made it all whipped and creamy.
That is a batch of goodness.
Right on my tongue.
That Santa himself could not even outdo. My goodness. So it opens up with the Scotch, berries, floral notes, ramps right up to cream, vanilla, caramel. Then says, wait a minute, here's your peppers, and it just douses black pepper, red pepper all over your tongue.
Yes, it does.
My goodness, that was a roller coaster of a ride.
That's
Holy
nice.
wow.
You put it right, the whole thing there.
All right,
Look at you. Look at you doing that.
Scotch, pepper.
Yeah. It's like a Scotch married a bourbon.
Oh, that's exactly right. But they get along.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's no prenup involved. They are with one another for life. My goodness, it ebbs and flows. So, that marries, well, good job. It marries very well those two different genres. Wow,
I don't even want to put water in it because it's perfect. But I'm going to anyway.
Perfect.
It's perfect.
I don't think I've ever had another dram that reminded me of Scotch, a great Scotch, and a great bourbon in one.
Yeah.
Do I want to put, did you put one or two?
I put a hefty one. I put one, but it was hefty.
I'm going to put two light ones in there. My goodness, that just takes you on a journey. Now I see where all the awards come from.
A drop of
Wow.
water gave me some strawberry on the nose. I was getting some white fruits and more cherry, but now it's strawberry.
Now I'm getting,
It's just delightful.
it's like a bourbon now. Before I was able to get some Scotch notes. All the Scotch notes are gone. This is it straight, I say that. Now I'm getting oak and barn floor on the nose, about an inch off the glass. All the way, if I get my nose down there an inch, I can get some Scotch notes now. Or single malts. It's not a Scotch. I keep saying Scotch.
Drink it.
Don't insist. Delicious.
It's
My
raining peppers.
goodness.
Hallelujah, it's raining peppers.
Amen. Wow. That is the caramels are a lot like a Knob Creek, where you almost think it's artificially flavored because it's got so many caramels in there, but it's not.
Yeah, it's like a caramel
Goodness.
just drizzling over your tongue.
But in a good way. Not like in a bind way.
Whenever would caramel being drizzled over your tongue be a bad
I bet you if Willy Wonka went rogue and went Black Ops, instead of the water torture thing, whatever that's called, I forget right now, but it would be done with caramel. It's like, in a world where Willy Wonka turns evil.
This is what goes on in his head.
Hey, you know what?
And I have to live with this.
Room for two in there. Room for two in
I don't
there.
think there is.
No vacancies.
There's not.
No vacancies. Come on, if Willy Wonka goes rogue, you're not going to watch that?
Oh, yeah.
Heck yeah, I'm going to watch that. Especially if it's like rated R and you know there's going to be some good action. Mel Gibson just did the same type of thing with Santa Claus called The Fat Man. Haven't seen it yet, but the video looks cool. In a B-movie way. You're going to go in for a score, aren't you?
Yeah. Are you ready for scoring?
Are you ready? I'm debating on the last number.
I got mine.
Wow.
I got mine.
I may go a tad high here. 94, what'd you do?
Oh, I went with 92.
I was debating a 93. For me, it's a 93, 94.
Yeah, it is. It's the only thing I don't like about it is, well, to me, I thought it was the cutest little bottle. I love this bottle. I saw it.
It's a manly
we're gonna
bottle.
have to have that. It's just the cutest little thing. But he was the one pouring it, and he's like, it's kind of hard to pour out of this bottle.
It's got a screw cap, which I love Japanese whiskeys for, because these don't break. It is a cheaper, it is a cheaper cap. It's not as good as the Hakushu cap, which is hard mass in the middle. But it's a tough pour out of there. It's a tough pour.
It's the cutest little thing.
I was comparing it earlier to Knob Creek. Knob Creek has a great bottle because of the concave mouth on the bottle. Allows for just a waterfall of a pour. This is a little bit more tricky.
So you got to work a little harder to get the juice in the glass.
You have to pay attention to what you're doing.
But
the bottle, a lot of people think this is a 375, but this is actually a 750. Yeah. What? One of us bought it. What did that person pay for it?
$100.
Is it worth $100?
Get it. Go get it. Yes. Yes. Yes.
The journey it takes you on, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
If you're like, what do I want? Do I want a Scotch? Do I want a world whiskey? Do I want an Irish whiskey? Do I want a bourbon? That will take you on a journey to satisfy whatever itch you got to scratch.
If you've not tried any, because we're just getting into the Japanese whiskeys, put this in your shelf, on your shelf. Don't put it in your shelf. Put it on your shelf.
Now you're just being shellfish. That's a knee slapper right there, folks. That's what that is, by God.
Did you
Yeah.
just come up with that?
I did. Yeah. We had a pause for dog interruptions. Classic dog maneuver. But
He's always wanting some screen time.
you know what he was being? Shellfish. That's what he was being. Anything to add, Gene?
Not after that.
All right, I'm Charlie.
And I am Jean, and I hope you're just as thirsty as we are.
That was like a B flat.